Alright. Let's do the daily challenge now. Sounds like a good idea. Okay. Ooh, good lord! Bird in the house doing with a 29-minute speedrun of it. Wild. Okay, so it is Umbra lead, Stygian follow. So it's the same clans that we just had, but inverted. Never say die, friendly units enter with endless, enemy units enter with damage shield, and cards are not discarded at the end of the turn. Okay. Okay. So just have to find a way to deal with the damage shields. We've got 2 Space Prisms here, as well as 2 Titan's Gratitudes and a Void Binding. I'll look for double stack with the Void Binding, I think. Oh god, really? 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 See, the thing is, playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random enemy unit on that floor is actually really, really, really good right here, because it gives us the ability to remove damage shields very easily. But Volatile Gauge right now, we just had this clan setup, Umbra and Stygian, and we didn't even see a lot of the really good high-cost cards that you can get with either of them. Volatile Gauge kills you with Magic Hand. Oh, right, it does. Yeah, Token of the Traitor, I guess. Forgot that I had Magic Hand. We already have Space Prisms, so I don't think we go for the Summon Extra Capacity. I think we go for the Glutton. Yeah. Let's go with that. We played Hell Rush a few times. Twice, I think, total. It is a little difficult to commentate that whilst playing it. It's very, very high-paced. Although, I think the Hell Rush video that ended up making it to YouTube, I think that one was actually, like, fairly balanced. Take an Ember Drain 3 here? Fine, I'll do it. Wait, that's an endless unit. Just went back and top my deck. I didn't need to do that. Oof. Oh, these damage shields. They're a lot. They're a lot to deal with. I need jack strips. I need jack strips, and I need to start just setting up exclusively on floor 2. We'll be fine against the boss, at least. Or are we going to be fine against... No, we need to cast some spells on this floor if we want to be fine against the boss. There we go. Sal says, don't count on finding jack strips anytime soon. I won't count on it, but I would very much like to see it. Oh, yikes. So what was that? 19 damage? That's a lot more damage than I thought I took there. And Umbra Assault is good. Gives me some morsels, as well as some directed damage. Offering Token also seems good here as another trigger of Token of the Traitor. I'm going to want to pick up Offering cards as well. Is it against damage shields? I'm using the Token of a Traitor to remove the damage shields largely here. There's none of these that I desperately want to upgrade the spells of, so instead I'm going to go over to the Merchant of Steel, look for a minion. You don't need many morsels, they're endless after all. Even the morsels? Okay, so we're going to want to get rid of these Shade Splitters as soon as we possibly can. Lifesteal seems like it'll be useless here. Rhapsody, you drink while streaming? Yep. How'd you not notice that last fight? The match was coming to an end. I didn't really think about it. So lifesteal isn't going to trigger when I damage a damage shield, right? Is that how that's going to work? It just won't deal, because it doesn't deal damage, it doesn't lifesteal? The Morsel Maker's morsels are cardless? I mean, that one's good at least. Lifesteal doesn't heal anything, okay. The morsels summoned by the Morsel Maker here, as mentioned, should be cardless, which should mean that they can't be endless and then put back atop my deck. So I'm gonna take that. I'll also give it extra health just to protect it against sweeps. And doesn't need that. It doesn't. It doesn't need that as much as I need that money to put on something else that is going to be more important. Let's purge 2 shapelifters here, I think. Shape splitters, sorry. Ah. Enemy unit center with armor 10. That's really hard for us to do already. As much as I want the unit draft, armor 10 and damage shields are real rough. Easy setup right there. These are endless. Fine, I just guess I'll put you down. I can give Ember Drain to my enemies so they can play fewer cards. I would have to add 2 Space Prisms to this top floor before I can actually start making more Shrouds there. Or sorry, before I can start putting more morsels there. I'll probably end up doing that. Ember Drain on enemies still affects your Ember, by the way? Okay, good. Glad to know it. Not something I should do, but still a good warning to have. Hang on, let's go Umbra on you. Get the extra space here, and damage shield isn't really gonna matter here, so we'll take the extra damage. Pop some Sinner's Burdens out of the deck, and then wait, I think. Yeah, damage shields after this makes sense for the sake of denying the first 7 hit from the last Night of the Disciples. Okay. Should I give you now damage shield, rage, and Ember Drain? What's left in the deck that I actually want to play on draw? Not that much. Go for it. Oh, right. Sorry, I have Magic Hand. How do I keep forgetting that? Yeah, I forgot that I had Magic Hand. I forgot that I was going to keep it in hand. Whoops. Doing quite well. Arish Tsukiyomi? Arish Tsukiyomi? Yeah, doing quite well. Yourself? Alright, good. That's our kill already. Well, I mean, you take the making of Morsel here, right? And you start having an endless Morsel. So the offering tokens are also helping me make sure that I can discard things out of hand so I don't overfill my hand with a magic hand. I don't like the Umbra Assault anymore now that I have the Making of Morsel. Right, I'm looking for a really good Umbra unit here, please. Multi-strike 1? Okay. Hello. You can also have multi-strike 1 if you'd like. I mean, I didn't want to specifically go for that, but then the game gave me that, so I had to. A rare melting pick sounds awful. There is a specific rare awoken pick that would be incredible, as you might imagine. Hellhorns? Oh, you're pretty close. Sorry. Arashi Tsukiyomi. Sorry, I always have to figure out, wait, hang on, where is the word split here? I'm not necessarily familiar with that many phonemes outside of my own language of origin. It's something I would like to address at some point in my life. You can get the endless rare card from Remnant. Oh, I could! Oh! Oh, we didn't get it. Dang. I mean, we could get an endless draft that is, you know, all of the garbage cards that I have in my hand, get a draft, have the draft be huge. Soul 1 is a buff stack rather than anything else, right? Rather than enhancements, so the Devourer of Death coming back constantly isn't going to be good. Sacrificial Resurrection, we could... But Burnout 1? Yeah, it can't be the way that I kill bosses, but it can be the way that I just kill a line of enemies. Well, not a line of enemies. It effectively just becomes like a 90 by 2 nuke. And then the unit becomes endless, right? It's not a cardless unit, so we'll just go back to the top of the deck, cast it again. Use it to get rid of the crap in your hand, exactly. Be great for that. Oh, this is a weird one. This could either be like a ridiculously broken one, or we die super early, and I can't tell which it's gonna be. It's one of the two. I think I'm building the Alloyed Construct more than the Penumbra at the moment. I do have a question though. In the past you mentioned that Sweep is a strictly better trample. So would there be a fair way to add to let a card add Sweep without it being overpowered? I don't think so. I don't think so. There are too many units in this game that are balanced around their ability to have a very high attack number but very little range. And giving them multi-strike and giving them sweep is already a push in that direction. Multi-strike obviously has more trample obviously has a better damage potential as well against single targets, but giving them sweep would give you the ability to build just one unit, give it sweep, and just destroy every single round. This explodes twice. It explodes twice, but I still need to set up on the top floor. Sack my Penumbra there for the Alloyed Construct, actually. It's endless. I'll get it back. No, I need to... I should have shade split on the bottom floor again. I remember that. I need to get some fuel. Alright, let's Umbra Assault for a couple of morsels here. And then you know what? This whole hand is garbage. One big draft. Since I have Magic Hand, I can just choose when to play it. Yeah, these morsel jewels are a little bit of a problem. Yeah, don't love that. Do not love how difficult it is to kill these. But at least I have the morsels. Give you more lifesteal, I think. Yikes. Okay, so at a morsel miner and... no, we can cycle past it, but we can just play that one. I'll be there with a draft behind. Those are all dying already. I'll give you a little bit more lifesteal for later rounds. That's 173, and then I can just do it again next floor, because they're endless. Do it again. Play it again, Johnny. And that's the boss down. Goodbye, Daedalus. This... we need to cut Umbra and Shade Splitter and just have Making of a Morsel, I think. Blazing Bolts. Harness the Titan. Enhance all spells in hand with +5 no, we don't have enough spells to do that with. I like Blazing Bolts a lot. It's a very good card. With Magic Hand, you have enough spells? Yeah, but all the spells are garbage. And Umbra, 3 Frozen Lances, and that's it. The chances I have all of those in the same hand at the same time as Harness the Titan, without, you know, already having a filled up hand due to other things, seems like a bad time. But then you can't get the lifesteal morsel? As in, if I take Blazing Bolts, I can't get the lifesteal morsel? Oh, right. Oh, no, right. Yeah, I get it now. Honestly, not being able to get the lifesteal morsel isn't that bad. Yeah, that's not that bad for us. We get +8 health a turn with the Morsel Miner and the Morsel Makers and Umbra Morsel, which should be enough. I'll take a Blazing Bolts. I don't need any of these. Well, maybe I take a Titan Sentry and put it down on a bottom ground. Actually? Hang on. Actually, though? Yes. It'll give us the ability to start clearing out their shields early. Excuse me. Okay. So as for spell upgrades right now, actually no, there is a lot that I still want to do over on this side. The double removal even seems good. Go Blazing Bolts for the upgrade. That's damage. Disable Vortex to cut out a Shade Splitter as well as the Umbra Assault. What are the current modifiers? These are never say die, friendly units enter with... actually, I'll drop this down. There we go. Never say die, friendly units enter with endless damage shields on all enemy units as they enter, and cards are not discarded at the end of turn. Oh, the cost of making a morsel. I could Power Stone one of these Titans' Gratitudes or something, but honestly, they don't feel like a good card in this deck. Because they might discard the card that I happen to be holding on to intentionally. Alright, non-boss enemy units enter with spikes 4. We have multi-strike 3. This is rough. I'm taking it though. I think we can afford to. It'll be a little rough. I'm gonna need a good start for our setup here. That's a good start for the setup here. Ooh, making morsel already. I like it. I like it. Let's go Umbra, making morsel and eat that here. Yep. Don't like that they all managed to just run straight past me, but it happens, I guess. Do I even want the morsel to make it down, or do I Blazing Bolts right? No, I need the morsel to make it down. Blazing Bolts is barely any damage there. Yeah, them continually skipping over this midline is going to be a problem. One down here on the bottom ground. I love that this Penumbra just keeps getting run over. Who needs him? Is it time for the draft? No, I think we want more cards in hand when we go for the draft. But I think it is time to start collecting them for the draft at least. Okay. Alloyed Construct goes back down. Morsel Mine, and then think it's now time. Okay. Honestly, that all seems to have worked out pretty well. I can keep Void Shielding for later. What do I cast it this turn? I think I'll just cast it next turn. Do endless cards keep their morsel enhancements? They do. That they do. And then let's just hold out for one more round. Great. Pretty easy kill overall there at the very end. Thank heck, it's endless. The end of turn, frozen cards reduces 0 cost. Yeah, none of our cards are frozen, and we're not going to want to take anything that freezes because we already have Magic Hand. So I'm going to take the money there. Engine upgrade isn't bad here. Yeah, I do actually want extra energy on one of my hands. Don't need any of these, right? The orb is whenever you play a spell on this floor, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Which floor do you forsake for it though? The bottom floor, almost certainly. Because we've just got the Titan Sentry there, and then we only throw Train Sewers down if we happen to have space and don't really want to do anything else there. I can get 2 removals on this side, but that's about it. But the Merchant Magic is on the other side. Merchant Magic also doesn't really have that much appeal, to be honest. So maybe I care more about the money in the Concealed Caverns, but I could also get the Pyre Health and removal. I think it's Pyre Health and removal. Gorge abilities trigger an additional time would be nice, but not necessary. We have to get the Train Sewers out of here because even when we play them, they're not out of play. They just come back to our next hand. Save money for the next area. Probably not, but the Merchant of Steel could be an extra reroll, pick up multi-strike or something here. It's opened and used? What? I'd ordered some inline skates just to make my week better, but it seems the package was opened by UPS employee. And because said person didn't know how to brake, as evidenced by the asphalt scratches on the skates, the package ended up reaching you. What? Rude, frankly. Take that quick look as a webcam is that sucks, I'm sorry. How about me saying that sucks, I'm sorry? That's an easier one to take, is that? It's less ambiguous. Catch you around, Skiplinski. Wild. Non-boss enemy units gain multi-strike. I mean, it does mean the Sycophants are going to give us a much harder time. Titan Sentry will die a lot more commonly, but that's fine. The Titan Sentry can just be played every round. I honestly probably don't even care about casting the spells here. Yeah, I want the more Frostbite, if I can get it. This is the fight that killed me? Uh-oh. Now I feel like I'm in danger. Wish I could kill the Collector there. Titan Sentry down, 1 Morsel Miner on the top line. I'm getting pretty close to the Sacrificial Resurrection turn here. Okay, let's get the extra capacity here on the top floor. Morsel Miner, throw a engine upgrade on the bottom floor. Now I'm feeling again like I don't have enough cards in hand for the Sacrificial. Is it constantly going to be like this? Uh-oh. I hope it's not. You can go there. I need Void Biting to still be available afterwards, so I'm going to Offering Token to get past it. I also want Blazing Bolts to be available afterwards. And I need my Titan Sentry now. Yeah, I think this is the irreducible number of cards in my deck that I actually want to burn out. Let's get another draft. Another draft is in the deck as well. Great, we'll just play you. Looks like I haven't drawn back the other draft. What's in the discard pile? Oh, never mind, we drew it back, it's fine. Honestly, I'm really enjoying getting these extra drafts and just throwing them out. Alright. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot again. That would be really good for Blazing Bolts to get holdover, or for a couple more upgrades on the making of Morsel. I mean, I don't think this is important, but I'll take it, because it could be. Grovel. Grovel's pretty good. The extra energy per turn also isn't bad, but I just don't have anywhere to put that. Is Grovel good? Grovel isn't good. I should remove Grovel. I immediately forgot that it was going to shuffle those morsels back into the deck permanently. Or consistently, rather. Well. I've got a very heavily upgraded Blazing Bolts there. Maybe I'll just go dupe that Blazing Bolts. Large Stone on Allied Construct is really good. Gives it the health it might need to initially live, but does it need the extra health to initially live? Does it need the initial boost here? This does give it the ability to start killing 160s with only, what, 2 pickups of Morsel Miners? You can eat the crap morsels to make a bigger draft, leave them in hand. That's a good point, Helio. That's a good point. Why not the Battlestone and keep more morsel space available? So, I guess I am now actually using the extra 2 space prisms for morsel space sometimes with the Grovel. It's just the Large Stone gives us so much health on the Alloyed Construct. It is a lot of health. But if I just cycle back to the miners more constantly, I'm having a way better time. You know what? I'm putting the Large Stone on the Titan Sentry. I'm gonna reroll. And the multi-strike I was looking for. Fine. I was looking for extra health here as well. Couldn't find that though. Good, we can Concealed Caverns first. Great. Good ordering there, because otherwise I was about to restore my Pyre before I took damage. 50% chance to apply Daze to an enemy unit when it enters your train. I actually don't want that. Because I want them to damage Shark Boy when he comes out onto the bottom line. So yeah, I guess I take the money there and run away. Don't love that approach, but it works out. Let's go. Why would people do that? Putting trash in a mailbox, stealing people's copy of Final Fantasy VII out of their mailbox as well. I'm very lucky in that, like, we don't really even have to lock our mailbox. Gotta keep reminding myself that that's very lucky. Just keep the garbage in hand. Okay. Now I can get my Allied Construct and Morsel Maker finally on the top line. Throw a Space Prism as well, just for good measure. God, they're really dealing some damage to the Allied Construct with the double rage buffs that the Alabaster Guardian on top line was given there. Yeah, the grovel isn't even going to help here. Guess we're just losing the alloyed construct. Yeah, it does just look like we're losing the alloyed construct this turn. Unfortunately, that means the clipped reflector goes up next turn and doesn't... I could save the alloyed construct with a grovel and then putting a morsel in front. Fine. Don't like doing it that way, though. Now we need to find another way to protect you in this hand. 6, 6, 8. Even putting 2 morsel excavators in front this time isn't going to help. Fine. Penumbra can take all 3 hits, but also can't be put there. Only 2 capacity. If next rounds I'm not going to be able to get my alloyed construct to fight for me, then I'm sure as heck going to be able to get my draft to fight for me instead. I'm also going to give it void binding because it dies at the end of the turn anyway, so that protects us against the sweep. Great. Now we're back on track a little bit here. Let's get a making morsel out. And another draft in the back line. And then we can just keep the draft in hand eventually when we swap back to putting making morsels down consistently. Lose the morsel maker now? I'm okay with losing the morsel maker now. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Grovel the morsel miner. Keep it alive. Alright, sacrificial resurrection. The extra morsels? Sure. Sure. Alright, we're going for another sacrificial resurrection next turn, I think. We'll have space for it because the morsel master is morsel maker rather, sorry, is now dead. One draft. Sac res. Draft 2. Great. And now it is Titan Sentry, draft, draft. Morsel Miner on the top line. And should I Void Binding right now? Why has not used the draft against Fel? Oh, I just wanted to clear the top line. Now I'm doing it. Yeah, I can play Void Binding next turn. Might as well VB the Shark. I wanted to hold it in hand for this turn just in case it was important. Turns out very much not to be. Honestly, these drafts are really carrying us right now. That's probably the biggest pickup that I made. And I only picked the Melting Remnant rare because I wanted Bounty Hunter, because it would have Endless. But it's working out really, really well here. The applied multi-strike, unfortunately, will not work. As in, it will not come back when the alloyed construct comes back with Endless. That said, it gives us a lot of Ember Drain, but it gives us Ember Drain on a draft that is about to die. So Furnace Tap isn't awful here. Furnace Tap, the best spell if you can upgrade it 3 times. I can upgrade it 3 times. Shroud Spike is also pretty good. We have the extra energy from the Fel's Remorse, and obviously we have access to Morsel Miners. So it's significantly, it's quite powerful for that reason. We also get to hold it in hand until exactly the right turn to cast it. It's great for that reason as well. It could be either of these two. The Siren Song art is sick. Agreed, Q-Flame. Agreed. Oh, looks real good. Indeed. Indeed. Shroud's Black Furnace Tap. So how does this game work? Built in Unity. I'll take the Shroud Spike. Should I go extra energy this time? Extra card draw is definitely not necessary. Extra capacity on every floor. See, the thing is, I feel like my Space Rhythms are already still enough. But maybe I do want extra capacity. Because I don't think I care about extra energy anymore. Well, maybe I do care about the extra energy on behalf of the Shroud Spike. Fine. Constantly flipping back and forth on those. So things in the deck that we can duplicate or want to duplicate. Duplicating, Making of Morsel, Shroud Spike. That's about it. Things we want to remove from the deck. Honestly, I don't want to remove that much more from the deck because eventually I do need trash for the Sacrificial Resurrection to hit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 cards that I would consider trash in this deck at this point. I can use Grovel to make trash for it, but that takes ages. I might not actually necessarily want to do it like that. I think it might be a second Shroud Spike. Ooh. I have no, I do have spell damage in this deck. I got the Blazing Bolts and I got 3 Frozen Lances. But I can get +1 capacity on every floor. This event is so powerful. It gives you a boss relic, at least. Oh, it's wild. History of the World, Frozen Locket, and the Hammer. I can get +1 capacity on each floor, +3 capacity on a random floor, or -1 capacity on all floors, as well as +15 magic power. It's not going to be the +15 magic power. I think it's probably just going to be the Railforge Hammer here. +1 to all. And then Shroud Spike. Now that we have the Shroud Spike, we might actually worry about getting the Penumbra a little larger. Because it will double the Gorge triggers. Okay. Enemy users enter with Spell Shield 2. We don't really use our spells to deal damage to them, so this 400 gold should just be a free 400 gold, rather. Playing the Titan Sentry here in the mid lane actually kills the Protector. No, wait, it doesn't. The protect... Oh, God. Yeah, it doesn't. That's annoying. I'm still going to play it here. Then I'm going to use Making the Morsel on this floor. Then I'm going to use Engine Upgrade on this floor. Dang. I wanted one of the random hits there to hit the Collector. Okay, we should be fine. I see Lolash on the leaderboard. Yep. There you are, bud. Construct will go for the space. A Morsel Miner. I wanted to keep the Shroud Spike in this hand because I knew I had the Morsel Miner coming up anyway. So it gives me the ability to instantly feed the Alloyed Constructs so that I don't have to worry about whether or not it'll have fuel. As well as give it a bunch of buffs instantaneously. Also a huge draw there. What's happening here? This is the end of a daily. It is going pretty well, if I do say so myself. These are all cards I'm happy burning. Cool. Thin down the deck a little with the draft. Yeah, for Grizzy, actually, who I gave the flippant answer to before of how this game works is in Unity. This is a deck building roguelike set on 3 multiple stacked layers of battlefields. It is... How else to describe it? One sec. Yeah, the spells aren't really going to do much here. Put a number in front. Elite most of those hits. Not all of them. Is it single player or multiplayer? It is both. The single player is the main form of playing this game, but there is also a multiplayer daily challenge. Slay the Spire also has a daily challenge. You know, daily challenges based on seeds are a very common kind of thing at the moment. And it also has Hell Rush, as well as custom challenges, which are effectively just make your own daily challenges. It has the Hell Rush, which is just racing, effectively going as fast as you can to complete zones. But yeah, it's mainly the single player game. What are the mutators in this run? We have friendly units enter with Endless, enemy units enter with Damage Shield, and cards are not discarded at the end of the turn. Is the Penumbra being burnt out with your next Sacrificial Rebirth or whatever? Probably. Probably at this rate. A lot of damage there to that. Rough. That actually managed to get a little bit of damage through. Can't put the Penumbra there. May as well just pop it on the bottom floor then. Great. I'll do it. Also mine. Shroud Spike. Pretty well. Works pretty well to do that. Let's pop you on the top floor as well. And the build is done. Although, you know what? In the meantime, I'll also throw out the draft there and then burn all these to get another draft. How does Sacrificial Rebirth work? Is it resurrecting endless cards? No. They are getting consumed. Sacrificial Rebirth? Oh, sorry. I'm looking at Sacrificial Resurrection. Sacrificial Rebirth. No, that's what you meant? Yeah, no, it just consumes the cards in hand. Oh, the drafts get endless when I play them, if that's it. Yeah. Okay. We took a little bit of damage in that fight, and by a little bit of damage, we took 88. But we got 400 gold, and that's what matters. Void Binding? No, our buffs and debuffs are gonna get cleared. I'm gonna pass. I think I end up burning Siren Song before I even get to play it, so I think I'll pass as well. Thought you had the drafts in your deck and it was enhancing them somehow? Ah, right. You know, it is, it makes them itself. There are so many minion upgrades I still want. Come on. Ugh, make a unit endless. Finally. Let's give the Titan Sentry some extra health there. Reroll. There's our multi-strike. Which Merchant of Trinkets now has units gain an extra upgrade slot. Do I want that? Plus health and plus damage. Yeah! Yeah, I'll take it. Seraph the Chaste, you do have sweep. No, wait, you don't have sweep. No, wait, you do? Hang on. I don't know. You might have sweep. Doesn't have sweep. Okay. Told you they'd show up! Did I not say? Yuh. Knew it. I'm gonna take another Shroud Spike. We finally get the jack strips. Not a moment too soon as well. Titan Sentry on the bottom floor. Also make it goes top, and it goes mid. All of that's kind of settled. That's why I was saying you shouldn't count on getting them soon. Ah, right. I see now. Yeah, I'm not letting you get more healthy like that. Okay, yeah, there's sweep on the Pie Wings there. That's gonna be a little annoying, but it's okay. Be sure to get a morsel down as quickly as I can, as well as a engine upgrade here, so that when I will use double Frozen Lance here as well. Or just one. One's fine. Yeah, so I just need to make sure that I have as much energy as possible per turn when the Shroud Spike comes out, because next turn is probably going to be play a Morsel Miner or Shroud Spike it. So do it. And now we have a 400 damage unit with 96 health on the top floor. We're pretty much done now. That's like over. The boy is big. The game is over. Ooh, oh god, if only I didn't have the Ember Drain. If I didn't have the Ember Drain, I would put down the Penumbra. I would immediately Morsel Mine it right now. In fact, I'll still probably do that. I'm not gonna do it to the Penumbra, actually. This one has 4 times multi-strike. And also, it just has way too much health to die at this point. This is the right way to go. I, in fact, might even use the Sacrificial Resurrection to kill the Penumbra. Goodbye. We didn't need that Penumbra. Do I still... I still have a Shroud Spike in here, don't I? Yeah, there you are. And now we deal almost 1,000 damage with the Alloyed Construct. Penumbra was quite useless this daily. Yeah, it didn't really do that much for me either. Titan Boy, the Titan friend. Oh, incredible. MVP. And then we just pretty much clock in our win. There we go, we'll even get one more draft. It's only so fair that the Alloyed Construct gets the kill here as well. Nice. Could have played Shark Boy. Yeah, I would have had 3 spaces. Almost certainly could have. By the way, I'd like to say I love your ladder streak with Sneaky Teak and Ravs along for the ride. It's great and interesting series, and I hope you're having fun making it. And because the comedy is so great, I am having a absolute blast making that series. So it's also really nice to get to be more friendly with Sneaky Teak and get to talk to him more commonly. We kind of just shoot the breeze for an hour to 2 hours before recording constantly, so we're always like kind of in the groove, in the dynamic space, which I think is a very, very good habit to get into for doing collaborative content, so that you don't start out and there's a lot of over talk and stuff like that. Now, take grand finale more? Yes, but I didn't want to take it in that daily.